Good morning. Happy Friday.
Good morning, everybody. Back with another morning inspiration video. We got my sis on right before she going into work. Me too. So we just
Yeah,
gonna leave y'all with y'all daily inspiration. Help y'all carry y'all day. While you struggling in your personal life, parenting, work, whatever the case may be.
yeah. Today I wanted to leave you guys with a message, and it's called Wait on the Lord, and I know we all know what that means, but in the midst of things, when you're going through your struggles, it's hard to stay connected to God, and it's hard to be in a position to where you feel like things are really going to work in your favor. So sometimes it could be bills, it could be relationships, it could be whatever you're going through. But you got to hold on and you got to pray. When you pray every day, it helps you to keep your strength. It helps you to not focus on what's actually going on, but what's gonna happen. Because when you going through a lot of things, God is still working. We just don't see him working. That's what it means to wait. Because a lot of times we pray to God and we ask him to fix things for us, and then we get impatient waiting on him because it's not our time, it's his time. So we pick it back up, try to fix it ourselves, because it's like, God, you taking too long. But he's not taking too long. He's gotta wait. I'm putting you in the position to wait. And if you wait, something is gonna happen. But when we pick those things back up that we prayed for him to help us with, it's like you don't need him no more. You got it. So he gonna let you pick it and try it yourself, and then you gonna fall to your knees again and be right back where you started. So it's best that you pray for what you want and what you need help with, and wait on God to help you. If you don't hear him, it's because it's too much noise around you. You got to learn how to be silent sometimes. Right now, I'm in a situation in my life where I'm waiting. I'm waiting for things to change, as far as making more money, raising my kids to be men. It's hard. I don't have the solid foundation of man in my home right now, so it's like I have to teach kids to be boys, men, and everything else. And I don't have the logic in that, but I know that when you pray to God and you ask him for the things that you need, he going to be a father to the fatherless. He's going to provide those great men in your kid's life. He going to those people to you. It might not be a form of you being their mom and just doing what you're supposed to do. It might be a best friend and they dad, or just somebody that they can depend on and that can guide them to those places that they be. So you guys want to learn to God, because when he commands you wait and you wait, I'm telling you, it gets greater at the end of the tunnel. Like you start seeing things come together for your good. Like it's just those things where you be paying attention too much. Sometimes you need to do something different, and
Yeah.
things will start happening. When you focused on that situation so much, that's when you get frustrated. That's when you get mad and angry and think that everything is going wrong, but it's really not. Sometimes God
And
puts you in a position.
I wanted to add something to that too because like you said, waiting on God. I know yesterday when I made the video, I was saying the same thing. Like, we always, even me, like, I'll be telling my sister all the time, like, God don't hear me. Why isn't he listening? This is why I get discouraged to pray. But at the same time, I didn't realize that God is holding me. He the one giving me the strength to get up every day when I feel like just crumbling. He the one that's allowing me, to be sane during all this stuff. He's the one that's allowing me to be healthy. He's the one that's doing all this stuff. And that right there, because some people not waking up. Some people don't have
Yeah,
a roof over their head. Some people can't get a job. You know what I'm saying?
right.
And I gotta be grateful and learn to wait. Like you said, when we try to handle stuff on our own, God be like, well, let me step back, let you do this thing. Since you got
Yeah,
it, you don't want to wait for me and listen to me.
exactly.
And that's what I said yesterday. Like, the reason why some of us think like why God not hearing us, he letting us suffer is because you're not learning your lesson. You
Yeah,
don't learn the lessons that in the trials that you going through. So you keep going through them and going through them. God gonna keep letting you go through them until you learn your lesson.
it's like they say, you do the same thing, you gonna get the same results.
The
You
same
got
results.
you got to change it.
like you said, try something different. You got to do something. And that's what I'm doing, like trying to have faith in prayer because it's hard. And I don't pray every day, but sometimes I just stop and try to remember to. And the most important thing is that I'm instilling it into my children. You know what I'm saying? My youngest child especially.
You know,
Uh,
it as mothers, they always say that the moms and the women in the family are the ones that keep everything together, and those are the praying ones that you see praying for the families and praying for everyone, to come together and to, help each other and love each other and all of those things. So it's like we are losing those things because our grandmothers are dying. You know what I'm saying? All
yeah,
the older people that pray for us and that have those strong godly holds on our lives are dying. So what is happening? The people that are under them are not praying like they did. They are not worshiping like they did. So we are
yeah.
losing that.
The
We
matriarchs and the patriarchs, we losing them.
yeah. Yes, we
Yeah,
are. And it's like, like how many people actually, like I was looking at this little, I think it was Instagram I was on, and it was a little girl. She couldn't have been like nothing but 5 or 6 years old. And I mean, she was quoting the Bible like nobody business. I mean, she knew every name in the Bible. She was like Ezekiel, Jonathan, Corinthians.
yeah,
She named them all. And I just could not believe, like, this is what you need to post out here for your kids to
yeah.
be doing. Not all that
Got them
booty
little
shit.
dancing videos, and we don't want to see none of that. Yeah,
Yeah. Where is the inspiration in kids being kids? You know what I'm saying? Like, just take all the electronics and see what your kid like besides all of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, get to know who your kid is behind closed doors, not just seeing them on the TV or knowing they like this show, all of that. Do you know what color they like? What, what I'm
yeah.
saying? What kind of animal they like? What kind of
You
places
know,
they
I haven't
visit?
seen kids playing like outside in so long.
No.
When I
Yeah.
was at work, I saw my boss, her kid, she got like an 11-year old and then like a 8-year old. They was outside playing in the front like regular kids playing with their bikes and balls and stuff. I have not seen that. Like my own kids, I bought them hoverboards, bikes, skateboards. They won't even go outside. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you guys, we just wanted to jump on here real quick and let y'all know, like, it's very important to wait on God, man. I know sometimes you question it and you like, dang, I need him now. But you might not be able to handle it right now. You got to be equipped with the skills to be able to receive that
Yeah.
blessing and to be able to utilize the tools that you asking for. So just you guys keep that in mind. We're not gonna make it too long. Christian,
And
you want to
just
say anything else?
make sure you guys really, really, really trust God. Like, you got to pray and build a relationship with him. As well as you
Yep.
build any type of relationship, the more you talk to him, the more you'll be able to hear what the spirit is saying,
Yep.
because a lot of times we do things in the flesh, and those are the things that we handle on our own. But if you notice, like when you talk to someone that's really in spiritually yoked with God versus a person that's only living through the flesh doing worldly things, they outlook of things, the way they understand and connect to things are totally different. Like, you could ask them the same exact question and get a total different answer because the perspective that they have is totally different.
Yep. Absolutely.
When you confessing how you feel and the things that's hurting you and the things the areas that you weak in your life, do not speak those things out loud, because the devil hears those things. He hears the things that we speak out loud, but when you pray to God, he can't hear that because it's in your mind. You speak in spirit to spirit. You know what I'm saying? So you got to understand that that's a connection that you have with God that you don't get to have with the devil. He can't hear those things, but the stuff that we say out loud, like, man, I'm so slow at this, or I can't do this, or I can't, like, he preys on those things because he knows that that's where your weakness is. Like, for me, it's my kids. Everybody know that you can only really hurt me when you hurting my kids. Anything else, I'll be able to ride through the fire through. But when it comes to that, and I used to confess that a lot out loud. So now I say things that I feel to God just when I talk to him. I don't speak those things out loud because he can hear it and he's going to pray on that. That's why things start happening and erupting in your life. The more you talk about it, the more it happens because he can hear it and he's going to test you. That's why we get these raggedy men because he know, oh, she's a girl that needs somebody. So I'm going to throw her any old man and she going to take it because she just willing to be with somebody. That's why we end up with these nothing men. You gotta realize though, but if you're not in the spirit, it's not gonna make sense to you. But yeah, that's it, you guys. You just really need to wait on the Lord and really focus in on what He's trying to tell you and the things that He's trying to show you. Whether it be a good friend that you finna lose because He's trying to tell you that ain't a good friend, but we always think we got a good friend, and all the friends we think are good don't be always good. You gotta pay attention to the things that he show you.
All right, y'all. Have a good day out there and try to be, less stress in your daily life, and tilt your crowns and adjust them, and
Reset
pick your
this
spirits.
weekend.
What?
I said reset this weekend.
Yeah.
Start again on Monday.
And y'all take it easy and make sure y'all tuning in on Spotify. We need y'all to go, listen, have it on the background while you in the tub. Email us your questions, concerns, any advice you may need. Share your stories with us at LOASM2024 or LOASM2025 at Gmail, you guys. Check us out. We're on TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and we'll see you guys